1480 WHBC presents the High School Football TV Game of the Week. The AltCare TV Game of the Week is brought to you by AltCare, Altman Health Foundation, CSE Federal Credit Union, MCTV, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Old Carolina Barbecue, SARTA, and Friends and Family Credit Union, and can be seen locally on This TV Canton.
And a good evening to you from Lake High School inside Blue Streak Stadium for the AltCare TV replay game of the week via 1480 WHBC Sports, as it's a Week 7 Federal League tilt between the 4-2 Lake Blue Streaks and the 3-3 Hoover Vikings. Hi again, everyone. John Bozica along with you tonight, and as always, I'm joined in the booth with my partner in crime in Elmer Sheets, who will take a look tonight first at the home team on the scoreboard, and that is the 4-2 Lake Blue Streaks. Elmer.
John, I'd like to mention two guys. Number 59, David Rhodes. He's a 6'2", 245-pound offensive guard. He's a 3-year starter for Lake. He's a captain. And according to Coach DeGeorge, he's one of the best linemen he's ever coached. And the other young man that we want to mention is number 36, and help me if I can say this name right, Nick Marikoki. Okay.
You got it.
Hey, I quit. 5'10", 205, junior. He is the middle linebacker, and he has 75 tackles and 8 tackles for loss. He has to have a big game tonight for the Blue Streaks to win tonight. He has to have a real good game. And by one other thing about him, he has 5 vowels in his name, and that's something we'll be aware of.
It's a few too many for any broadcaster, no matter who you ask. We go down to the sideline now, bring in the third member of our broadcast team to take a look at the 3-3 Hoover Vikings, and here is Noah Hiles. Noah.
John, the Hoover Vikings start and end on offense with their quarterback, junior Connor Ashby. He was a second-team All-State selection last year. He's gotten even better this year. He has 20 touchdown passes. That was his total almost last year. He leads the Federal League this year with 1,296 yards passing, only 3 interceptions. He's very accurate, completing over 74% of his pass attempts. Defensively, the guy we're going to take a look at is Drew Logan. He's someone, when we came in watch this team play in week 1, wasn't even in the starting lineup, but the sophomore has stepped up in a huge way for the Vikings this season. He has 50 tackles, he has 9 tackles for loss, and he's going to need to have a big night tonight if they want to improve to a winning league, or if they want to improve, for a victory tonight.
We look forward to no comments on the sideline all evening. Hoover leads the all-time series in this one, 16-15. We'll see if Lake can even that up tonight, or if the Hoover Vikings have an upset on their mind on the road. We'll have the kickoff and the starters next on the AltCare TV replay game of the week.
There is something special about our community.
It's a feeling, a spirit, and you can sense it and see it in everyone who lives and works here.
Everyone in our community matters.
You matter.
It's a simple concept,
yet its message carries a great impact, which we all need to hear.
Every conversation, each Pay It Forward message can have an incredible impact on someone else's life.
It can start with just 2 simple words.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
When it comes to our donuts, we're all in. And the new Civic handles the rest. With Bluetooth built in to make life sweeter, donuts are better. With a Honda.
Upgrade to a new Civic for just $189 a month. Visit NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors, to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood, the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
Even with business booming, I'll never forget the community that I came from. And the Honda Pilot is perfect for delivering my gratitude. Giving back is better with a Honda.
Upgrade to a new Pilot. Visit NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
And we return into Blue Streak Stadium here in Hartville for the Lake Blue Streaks and the Hoover Vikings tonight. A Federal League matchup in Week 7. Blue Streaks have just taken the field. The national anthem has been sung tonight by the Lake Choir, and we are set now, Elmer Sheets, for our MCTV keys to the game. As always, what are your thoughts for tonight?
John, this is a Federal League matchup tonight of two well-coached football teams, literally backyard rivals. Both teams have a shot at making the playoffs, but you must win out the next 4 games. A lot to be playing for beside bragging rights for the whole year, but mostly pride. Find out what your team is made of tonight. I think we have a real Donnybrook tonight, John. Both teams have a bellicose attitude.
Oh, look at you.
The word for the game is bellicose, or you prefer pugnacious. I know one thing. Both, excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah. I know one thing. Both teams better be ready for a fight riding on this game tonight. It's going to be a good football game.
You going to be okay?
Yeah, I just got some stuff in my throat.
Going.
Okay.
There you go. Now he's better.
Now
he's
better.
good.
I'm sorry.
We've got Elmer back. He's going to be okay.
I don't know if I lost it on bellicose or pugnacious.
I think it was one of the two. I think your throat couldn't handle a word that big.
Pugnacious.
Those, of course, brought to you by MCTV. Our keys to the game. They go the extra smile. Back deep, Sean Michael James, Vincent Garrow, as well as Bryce Snow. For the Lake Blue Streaks, who will receive, they received after Hoover won the toss and deferred. And the kick by Yanni Volis for Hoover puts a full boot into it. It's going to be fielded. And coming across the 20 is Vincent Garrow. Garrow with a decent return there. Going to call his name a couple times tonight, the senior running back. And we take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by the Northern Ohio Honda dealers. Here is the Lake starting offense. Wide receivers Snow and Fedor. The tight end is Blosser across the line. Spahn, as well as Connors, Davis, Rhodes, Tobin. Fullback is Sean Michael James. The running back is Drayden Owens. We'll call his name a lot tonight. And your quarterback is the junior in Jake Eccles. Owens gets the give on first down, which is no surprise considering he enters the game the leading rusher for Lake, almost 1,000 yards. Needs just 66 tonight, and he picks up a couple on first down, just one. This is a Hoover defense recently that struggled to stop the run. Last 2 games, they're giving up an average of 370 yards on the ground. And here's Drayden Owens again, and he's wrapped up that time in the open field by Mike Shimmick, the linebacker and sophomore. Defense, Sponseller, DeGuzman, and Maley across the D-line for Hoover. Turner, Rupert, Logan, and Bowen are the linebackers. The corners are Smith and Evans, and Robinson and Torno are the safeties. Brings up a third down here. Third and about 6 to go. Does Eccles throw for the first time tonight? It looks that way. Pressure is coming. He's going down. Connor Maley gets to him. The defensive tackle and senior. Good start defensively, Elmer.
There's no question about that. He didn't have a chance to throw on that. And one of the things, as you mentioned before, last week against Perry had 400 and some yards rushing against them. And I'm sure Lake is going to try to do the same thing here. But not on the first series, that's for sure.
Fedor to kick this deep. Pretty decent boot here. And Drew Robinson muffs it. It's a live ball. And who has it? Football to Hoover somehow amongst all those blue jerseys. A Viking comes away with it. Almost disastrous there for Hoover early in the game. Didn't look it in. He fell on it too.
Hoover got a break there.
They sure did.
That bounced right in front of him.
Man, oh man. So we get a look now at Connor Ashby, the quarterback. Last week against Perry, he was 24 of 32, 333 yards and 4 touchdowns. 3 of those went to Brock Henney. He is at the bottom of your screen out wide. Joined by Gregualo in the backfield, and Gregualo going to get the give on first down. And decent carry for Gregualo on first down. Across the 40, or right at the 40.
Picked up 3 on that one.
Offense for Hoover, Graham, Fucci, and Henney, your wide receivers. The line, Shirey, Beal, Lehman, Wyatt, Columber. The fullback is Johnson. The running back is Gregualo, and Ashby is the quarterback. That again brought to you by Northern Ohio Honda Dealers. Second down and about 8 here. Ashby gives to Gregualo. No chance. John Hasso coming in, the nose guard. Speaking of that nose guard, here's a look at the Lake defense. Blosser, Tobin, Hasso, and Irwin across the defensive front for this 4-2-5 look. The linebackers are Keith, Marikoki, and Sturmey. And in the defensive secondary, Snow, Miller, Perko, and Michael James. Third and long here.
They have a wide slot both sides.
Both teams flexing their muscles defensively. First pass of the night for Ashby. He'll run, and he has all types of room, and he's going to pick up the first down. Nice run by Connor Ashby there. Saw nothing open and used his legs, Elmer.
He's good. We've discussed this when we had him the first game of the season. He's a very, very good athlete.
Talented quarterback.
Yes.
Steps up here and does a nice job.
Got to give some credit to the offensive line, too. They made that.
So first down near midfield.
First time we've seen motion.
Johnson, the man in motion. Ashby with all day to throw. Rolls out, wants to throw deep, now runs again. Ashby.
It's Connor Ashby keeping the ball.
He wanted to go deep there. You know, I think the biggest thing with Connor Ashby is just his growth over the course of the year. As Coach Baum said, he's starting to make those jaw-dropping plays each and every time out, Elmer.
He might be the best quarterback in the Federal League.
Could be.
Yeah, he could be the best quarterback in the Federal League.
Second down, here's Gregualo. Adam Gregualo. Gregualo with a nice run inside the 35. Brings that Hoover crowd to their feet on that far sideline. And that's enough for another first down.
Right now, North Canton is being the aggressor. They're the ones that they're taking the football to him.
It's a nice run.
That's even nicer. Running over the defensive back.
Always a good feeling.
That's a statement.
Well, and it's something that Hoover said they wanted to do. They wanted to run the football this week. First down in Lake
Trap
territory.
Nothing there.
Gregualo eating up that time. Credit that defensive front, Tyson Blosser, Brady Tobin, John Hasso, and Caleb Irwin. And Brady Tobin has to leave the field for losing his helmet. Second time he's lost his helmet, forces Elijah Connors, the senior, into the game.
Get 2nd and 10.
Ashby yet to put one in the air tonight. He's used his legs a handful of times. He completes 74% of his passes when he does throw. Rolls out here, pressure coming, now looks downfield, now throws. Henny is there, it's caught. Henny is he in?
Right there.
He's down at the 1-yard line.
How could that guy?
Pickup of 31 yards.
Boy.
That's a gorgeous throw too, Elmer.
That's a nice throw, but how did this official know that he stepped up right there?
Looked like he reached the ball over. All that beef coming in now too for Hoover as they have it on the 1 foot line at this point.
Oh, it's a shame he didn't get a touchdown out of that one.
Deep back is Maley in this formation. Handoff. And simply nothing doing there. Went to Grigualo. He was one of the up backs.
I think he lost an inch.
He may have. If you can count inches that closely here.
I got my strong glasses on. I think it was an inch loss.
Say, we're going to need binoculars to see how close that is to the goal line. Second down, this time Grigualo, the deep back. Top of your screen is Henny. Hand off Grigualo. That time he is in. No doubt from 1 yard out that time for Adam Grigualo. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And Hoover on the board first in this Federal League showdown. Nice run.
Yeah, both backs leading the isolation up and in there. Good football play. Got another muddle huddle here.
We've seen that a lot this year. Lots of teams going with that.
You know, even if you don't do anything, you make a team work on it.
Out of the hold of Bircher now. The extra point by Volis, and Yanni's kick is up and good. The Galloping Greek back at it, kicking the ball through the uprights. Yanni, player is down, but we'll step aside as Hoover on the board, thanks in part to this Grigualo touchdown run. Back after this.
At Friends and Family Credit Union, you, the members, are the owners. Our friendly staff serves over 11,000 members, assisting with their financial needs and bettering their lifestyles.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County.
Are you looking for something different? Stop in today to become a friend of the family.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
Brock Ziartko, the injured Hoover Viking, down, being helped off the field, as you can see on your screen there. But the Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard has Hoover up. And Elmer, it was thanks in part to a beautiful drive, their first offensive drive of the game, and they were very successful.
Yeah, that was a number of plays was 9. Total yards was 63. And it was finished up by a 1-yard TD run by Grigualo. And the extra point was good. Okay, but I'll tell you what, the big play was the reception. That was he bought some time running around and found the open man and threw a beautiful pass.
Brock Henny, that was his 19th reception of the year. He's approaching 500 yards receiving.
And he was hurt in the beginning of the year.
That was Trent Graham. They've had Henny all year.
Okay.
Henny and Ashby have formed a special bond this year. Both juniors, and a deep kick here. Gonna go into the end zone by Volis. So how does Lake respond? That's the question, Elmer. They really struggled to do anything on that first drive, as you get a nice look there at the 8th-year head coach in Dan DeGeorge. And Kevin Tobin, the superintendent, just made his way into our broadcast booth here. Had to mention him at least once. They put on a great show here at Lake. Crowd has really filed in too. This is a big game for both communities.
As I said, it's a backdoor rivalry here.
Handoff goes to Drayden Owens.
Now that's
Owens, he is a talented back, just a junior. And a player hurt, and everyone ran away from this. This does not look good.
He's moving.
The way that everyone ran away and the way that everybody kind of panicked led me to believe that maybe this was a more serious injury than we could imagine. I'm not sure if Noah could give us an idea of that if we can. Brought to you by SARTA. Maybe go down to Noah here real quickly. Noah, did you see up close what exactly happened there?
I did, but it's best not to describe what happened. If you take a look on the sideline here for the Lake football team, everyone is visibly shaken up. A pretty serious injury to a young man, and good to see him up on his feet, getting helped off the field.
That's David Rhodes, the one who's hurt. Going to be his left leg that's got the issue. I'm guessing it was bent in a very awkward direction. Noah's shaking his head at me that was the case. And that's going to hurt because he's the 3-year starter. Get a look at it here. Obviously, if see it just there in the corner of your screen, that's brutal. Losing a kid who's a 3-year starter. Coach DeGeorge called him the best offensive lineman that he has seen in his 21 years of coaching, or coached at least in those 21 years. Appears as though they might be bringing out a cart to help him off. That's tough. We'll step aside with David Rhodes, the injured young man, down on the field. We obviously wish him the best, and when we come back, we'll try to give you another update on how he is doing and hoping that things go well for him. Stay with us.
At AltCare, you matter.
When we answer your call or meet with you in person, you are the top priority.
We work with your physician, pharmacy, and over 7,300 other providers. We want to be your trusted resource.
We invest in collaboration, our youth, and our community, which we continue to serve with gratitude.
Commitment and community were the reasons we started over 30 years ago.
And why we are still here today.
AltCare, where you matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here. Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it. I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you, too.
We'll get David Rhodes there, the injured young man. Again, 3-year starter at guard. And question is, how does this Lake O-line respond, losing such a key part of their line now? They have a 2nd down and about 5. Give is to Drayden Owens. And Owens responds with a nice run. Drayden spins and makes a beautiful run there. Shows a little bit of what he can do. He is a human highlight reel, not to use the Dominique Wilkins term from back in the day, but he truly makes plays, Elmer.
Watch this spin here. Good move.
Gained a couple of extra yards there just at the end. First down, toss, Owens, Drayden on the outside, Jukes, Drayden Owens, he's dangerous, watch him go!
Big flag.
Across midfield, but a flag flies in. Talking to Coach DeGeorge this week, we asked him about Drayden, and he said he's gifted with such great vision, and he said this past offseason, he really bought into the weight room and really bought into trying to add some muscle to what it is that he does. And that shows on a run like this, Elmer.
Boy, he's quick.
He's
quick.
He's almost twitched.
Almost.
Flag there against Lake.
But they still got picked up 5.
We're still with decent field position here.
Is it first down?
It will be first down and
5, 6.
5 or 6. Owens stays in the backfield. That is Drayden.
Picked up 3.
Now, big reason why Hoover has struggled defensively at stopping the run is they're missing their Mike linebacker, Ryan Pruzanowski. I saw him coming in tonight on a cart, and he injured his ankle, and he was their Mike linebacker. He had 51 tackles just through a few games ago, and when you lose your Mike linebacker, Elmer, it really hurts.
Your leading tackler?
Yeah, absolutely. Second down here, second and short. Garrow in motion, and before the play, a flag. False start.
Wow.
Appears as though the sound system at Lake needs some work to be done. Someone has something overmodulated there. Nice crowd, though, gathered here tonight. Fence is lined across the way, and that Hoover sideline is really filled in. And fans below us here at home in Hartville. 2nd and 8, though. Man in motion, keeping is Jake Eccles. Nowhere to go there. Nice defensive push again. Leading that charge was the linebacker in Cam Bowen.
I think he would have been better. If he would have gave that, I think we would have had a better football player. That was pretty well blocked.
Well, and again, Lake pressed to go to the air maybe here, where Eccles is only completing 47% of his passes. He's only thrown 3 TDs all year, just 3 interceptions all year as well. They've been challenging him recently, and he's back to throw. Eccles underthrows it.
You know, Lake moved the ball there a few plays. Now can they stop Hoover?
Aaron Phillips was the intended target there.
Now they got to see if they can stop Hoover.
Well, if Hoover scores here, they could really take early advantage in this game.
Yeah.
But Hoover led last week early on against Perry. So they've been no stranger recently to starting with the lead. And Fedor kicks it again here. Tornow now the one returning it, and it takes a Hoover bounce. You know, it's interesting, Elmer, because Hoover this week can gain so many playoff points. Coming into this game, they're 10th in Region 5, whereas Lake would be in the postseason today. And with Lake having Perry next week, our next game on TV, they still have an opportunity next week to pick up playoff points from another team. So this is truly almost more of a must-win for Hoover.
Well, I know this is not possible, but for both teams, I think it's a must-win. I really do. Can Lake beat Perry?
It's a good question.
You know,
it's going to be a lot of running in the football.
Then Hoover has Jackson at the end of the year, which is going to give them a ton of points.
If they can pull the win there.
They're Division I and Hoover's Division II. They're going to get a lot of points if they can beat Jackson.
Gain of 1 on first down there for Adam Grigualo. Second down and 9 to go. Ashby wants to throw.
Whoa!
Graham was there, but it was almost picked off.
Very nice play by 36.
Nick Marikoki, the middle linebacker.
The kid with 5 vowels.
He almost broke on this play just in time, Elmer.
Yes, he did. Boy, if he picks that, it's a touchdown.
There's nobody within 5 yards of him.
30 yards.
He's going to go. Would have been just his first interception of the year. Could he have gotten his paws up there?
He got his paws up there. You just didn't have him stick them on him.
Ashby on a 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Pressure coming. And he goes down. Nick Marikoki, the leading tackler and the middle linebacker. This is a nominee for our rock solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. The junior linebacker shows out on this drive.
Nice tackle.
Second sack of the year. That's exactly what they needed too.
Good series there for Lake. This is going to be a good football game.
It has the makings of it.
It's going to be a good football game.
Bolus will kick it deep now.
Lake should get good. Oh.
Bryce Snow back deep.
Catch the ball.
And it takes a Hoover bounce. And Lake's going to have a pretty decent length field to go here.
One of my pet peeves always was catch the football. They lost 13 yards after that ball hit the ground.
It's the little things, isn't it?
Yep.
And those are what keep coaches up at night, right?
Yep. Just catch the ball.
Is that why the gray hairs came in earlier than you wanted them?
I had these at 21.
I have 1 or 2, but for other reasons.
All right, let's see what Lake can do here.
Sean Michael James now in the backfield. His father, a former Malone standout, actually. Dre Owens in motion. Fumble, ball is loose. And does Hoover have it or does Lake have it? Lake falls on it.
That's Sean James' boy?
It is.
He was a good line. He was a tough kid too from Akron.
Didn't look that snapping, yeah.
Never got the ball.
Second time that team has been lucky to fall on a play like that. Well, so far, question of if Jake Eccles can make a throw. He has yet to be able to make one. We've seen this man, Drayden Owens, make some runs. Has an opportunity here and picks up some decent yardage on a 2nd and 15.
But I tell you what, that was good pursuit by the Hoover defense.
It's Cameron Bowen, number 43.
It's a quick pitch. Hoover did a nice job of getting over there.
Bowen, the linebacker, again, entered the game with over 50 tackles and 5 tackles for loss, did the junior, the weak side linebacker.
There was a lot of white shirts over there.
Again, 3rd down and 8 here. Can Eccles complete a key pass? Back to throw. Throws, and no one was home.
Look at 23.
Carson Miller was alone. Pass intended for Logan Fedor, though. That could be a problem, Elmer, the fact that they cannot settle into a passing game, which is funny because last week they hit on a long pass to Carson Miller to keep themselves in the game against McKinley.
You know, the good teams have to have balance.
And Hoover has balance.
They have
that is
balance.
One thing they have.
Now, can Hoover's defense keep playing like they are?
3rd punt for Lake. Nice kick here. Torno will field this. Elliott.
Good coverage. Great coverage.
Brought down in the open field, and a host of Blue Streaks back there to help out. Gavin Shin there, as well as Gavin Infantino. But that's the end of the first quarter, and after one, the Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard has the road Hoover Vikings in front by a touchdown.
When it comes to our donuts, we're all in. And the new Civic handles the rest. With Bluetooth built in to make life sweeter, donuts are better. With a Honda.
Upgrade to a new Civic for just $189 a month. Visit NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Even with business booming, I'll never forget the community that I came from. And the Honda Pilot is perfect for delivering my gratitude. Giving back is better with a Honda.
Upgrade to a new Pilot. Visit NorthernOhioHondaDealers.com.
Wake up with Canton's Morning News. Pam Cook reports all the news, traffic, and weather you need to get your day started. News Talk 1480 WHBC. Online at WHBC.com.
And we return back into Blue Streak Stadium. Start of the second quarter of play with the Hoover Vikings leading 7-0, and they have the ball to start this quarter. They have to go 77 yards here.
Hoover has quads right. And they're going to run the ball up the middle.
That's Grigualo, and he's pushed back, and again, charge led by the talented linebacker in there, and Nick Maricoki, that middle backer. Dan DeGeorge said we'd see a lot of him. We have tonight.
And there's Tobin, 58.
Tobin from that defensive line. He's a big boy. Second down. Ashby to throw. Drew Johnson has it. Johnson wrapped up in the open field, though. That's a beautiful open field tackle for Lake by the DB there, which was Trevor Wiersbicki. Nice tackle here in the open field.
But also was a nice throw. Now it's third down, what, 3?
Third and about 3.
About 3.
Ashby joined by Grigualo.
Trips right.
Ashby rolls that way, now rolls back the other way. All room to run. Connor Ashby picks up the first down and more across the 45. Nice run there, a pickup of 18 yards on that play. Was that a designed run, Elmer?
I don't think so. I think he was going to throw it right, and he felt some pressure, and he does what good athletes should do. Win your football games.
He's got the capability to win them on his lonesome. Hand off Grigualo here. Adam Grigualo. Not much to work with, but gets to about midfield for a pickup of about 3. Now, they went deep earlier in the game, and it worked, and Henny got behind the coverage. I'm wondering if they're going to do that again sometime soon.
Oh,
Elmer.
I'm sure.
Because Henny
he can get behind anybody.
Henny had more than a step.
Yeah. And if anything, throw it high for both of these wide guys. They're big, tall receivers.
Henny top of your screen, Graham bottom of your screen, both over 6'3". Hand off Grigualo, eaten up in the backfield though. Initially it was Brady Tobin, the defensive tackle, who got in there, and then Jacob Sturmey and Nick Maricoki, the linebackers, finish it off. Tobin disrupted this.
Oh, that's great play. Great play by Tobin.
He ran right through the H-back in Connor Maley.
Obviously, he has more talent than his dad.
Uh-oh. Calling out Kevin. Third and long.
He'll get me.
Johnson in motion.
See if they go deep on this one.
Pressure coming. Screen. Grigualo, Adam Grigualo in the open field. Grigualo into Lake territory to the 31. A beautiful play there. They needed 11, and they pick up 22.
This was a great call.
You know, that's the deceptive part of Adam Grigualo's game. He's caught now 18 passes this year for almost 300 yards, and he has 2 scores catching the football as well. Henny, bottom of your screen. Keeping his Ashby, Connor Ashby in the open field.
Nice open
brought
field tackle.
down 2-on-2 there, and well, number 2 for Lake. Number 2 for Lake in the corner, and Bryce Snow wins that battle.
Number 2 won.
He did. One of the 2s was going to win.
This is a great tackle.
Nearly a horse collar there. He got awful close to the back of that jersey. Second and about 6, though. Ashby.
Oh, he's wide open.
That's Johnson.
Wide open.
Drew Johnson. Johnson, is he in? I think he's going to be down at the inch line again. He is. That's a pickup of 26. Second time.
He was wide open on this.
Wow.
Tell you what, good blocking out there by the end.
That was Trent Graham.
That was good blocking out there.
I thought he was in.
Again.
So Columber and Maley, the up backs. Deep back is Grigualo. Handoff, Grigualo.
Oh, he just ran over.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Adam Grigualo. His 8th of the year. And Hoover in early command of this football game, Elmer, here in the second quarter.
Boy, there's some hitting out there.
What would you expect between these Federal League foes?
North Canton is definitely, you know, they lost, what, 2 in a row? They look good so far. Now, can they keep that momentum, and can Lake come bouncing back here?
High snap, but Bircher gets it down, and Volis knocks it through.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if Lake tries to throw more. I'm not sure their quarterback is a great thrower.
He threw 34 times last week, completed 14 of them. We'll see.
Good. That's not a good percentage.
We'll see what the Blue Streaks have to do when they come back. They trail by 2 scores on the Old Carolina Barbecue Company scoreboard. Stay with us.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood, the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
Life's all about delivery, whether it's delivery of your favorite pizza, how you deliver a great punchline, like, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
Faux drizzle.
Or how your credit union delivers excellent service every time. Well, yes, that's exactly what I mean. At CSC Federal Credit Union, we do deliver the same great banking as the other guys. And the icing on the cupcake is we're not some out-of-town bank. We're local and in the Stark County.